Morning. Thanks for joining me. It's Christine Crutcher from Create with Christine. Thanks so much for joining in this morning, whether you are going to join me here live in a minute or catch the replay. I am actually up in Maine this weekend. I am hoping that this live will stay live based on my Wi-Fi connection. So today I have a cute mini Slimline card to show you, and I don't know why it looks like the top is cutting off, so here, that's a little bit better. So I am featuring the Celebrate Sunflowers bundle. I wasn't sure if you all know that this bundle is on sale this month for $45.50. So it is a stamp set, Celebrate Sunflowers. You get 8 cling stamps, and then you get dies that coordinate. Here are the dies that coordinate. There's 9 dies in the set, and like I said, it's on sale for $45.50. US dollars through March 31st, part of the Savings in Bloom promotion that's going on for March. Hey, good morning, Janine. Thanks for tuning in live here with me. I'm also featuring the Abstract Beauty 4x6 specialty paper. So the bundle I'm featuring comes from the annual catalog that will be retiring May 2nd, 2022. And then the paper that I'm featuring comes from the Abstract Beauty Suite. So the paper is down here on the corner of page 49. And again, it says it's a new size for Stampin' Up. It's 4x6. And it's really super pretty in person. You get all these pieces that have this gold foiling in it. So the pictures in the catalog just don't do it justice like a lot of our products. You really got to get them in your hand, in your hand to see how great they really are. So, like I said, I'm hoping that my internet stays stable. It's a little unsteady upstairs here where I'm still in my room before we have to check out. We got snow last night here, only about maybe like 2 inches, so nothing major. But, you know, spring snow in New England, it'll be gone in like 2 days. So I'm going to move my camera down at my station and we will jump right in. I'm probably going to keep this on the shorter side this morning because I still have to go down and make some projects. It's been a very, very rewarding weekend, getting a lot done. Taught a class yesterday in person. Haven't done that in maybe like 3 months, 3.5 months, almost 4 months, I think. So that was exciting. So I'm going to point my camera down. Hopefully I'll be in my shot. So let me also find myself in my feed. So give me a minute to adjust the camera here. Okay, so I'm kind of hoping I'm on my mat. I'm going to find myself in my feed here. I had to move some of the furniture around, but I've done a live here before. So let's see. Okay, I'm not actually too bad. I'm just going to move this a little bit and I think I'll be good. I'm on like a table that's got a glass top, so I'm trying to avoid some of the glare. But I think there might be some glare and I apologize about the glare. Hey, good morning, Kathy. How are you this morning? So we're going to make a mini Slimline. And again, I'm using Celebrate Sunflowers, which is a stamp set in a bundle that I showed the dies at the beginning. Yeah, there's a little bit of a glare on my end, but I think we can get through this fine this morning. So for this mini Slimline, let me get my packet out of stuff here. I'm super organized today. I made a little packet last night while we were crafting. So we came up on Friday afternoon and we're here all weekend driving back to Massachusetts later today. It's been great. There's like 40 of us in the room, all crafters, so it's been really great. So let's do our stamping first. And I actually did stamp the sunflower and already cut it out with my die cut, so that'll go fast. I just have a piece of basic white. It is a 2.5 inch square, and I'm going to bring over my sunflower stamp. I'm using the small sunflower stamp. And we're stamping in Memento because, whoop, that didn't come out so great. So let's flip that over. Good thing there's two sides of cardstock. Because I'm going to be using Stampin' Blends to add some color to this, I want to use my Memento Tuxedo Black. Okay, so that's not stamping super great, but that's okay because I did one earlier and it looked awesome and I cut it out with my dies. So once you cut it out with the coordinating die, it's going to look something like this. And then I'm ready to color. So I'm actually going to use this as scrap paper. I didn't grab scrap paper downstairs. And I picked 3 colors of Stampin' Blends for this. This week I am featuring the Celebrate Sunflowers bundle as my product of the week. But I have a couple other things going on this week. First of all, it's St. Patrick's Day later this week. So I'm focusing on projects that are green and gold. In my green, I picked Just Jade, which is actually a retiring in color from 2020-2022. So it will retire in May. So the 5 colors that are retiring, just to go over those once more, are Bumblebee, Cinnamon Cider, Just Jade, Magenta Madness, and Misty Moonlight. And I do have a graphic on my blog at christinestamps.blogspot.com. So if you want to go check and look at the colors, if you own these colors and want to protect your investment, I highly encourage you to make sure you purchase a re-inker, ink refill, or another pack of cardstock ASAP, like honestly in March if you're able to do it, because as soon as our retirement list comes out, those in colors start retiring and they go quick. So the other colors, Cinnamon Cider is one of the colors retiring. I brought those blends. My yellow, I actually brought Daffodil Delight. Okay, so I'm going to start with the daffodil and do the petals. And I'm just going to go quick. Honestly, if it's a little messy, that's fine. I'm using the light daffodil. So again, I stamped in Memento. You want to have Memento black ink for your Stampin' Blends. So I'm just going to get some color on here with the light. And this stamp has got all these little artist lines. So with the dark, I'm just going to make some highlights. And I'm not even going to blend in for this particular card. You certainly could, but this is just a quick, get some color on here. I think that's a leaf right there. With the light, take a dark. So the blends are sold in a pair, $9 for a light and a dark pair. So see, I'm just coming in, kind of following some of the artist lines in the stamp, adding some color with my dark. So it's a great highlight. And I went a little bit into the middle, but that's why I did the yellow first. So I'm pretty much going to do the same or similar technique in the middle with the cinnamon. With the dark, I'm going to do like a dot technique because this kind of middle has dots in the imagery of the stamp. So I'm just going to, that was the light. Now I'm just going to take the dark and kind of make some dots around. It doesn't have to be perfect. Actually, I like that it's a little bit imperfect. And I'll have a close-up on my blog. Again, that's christinestamps.blogspot.com. And now I'm ready to do the leaves. So the light, Just Jade, add some color on here. This little guy over here. I made another card with the same designer paper and the same bundle, and that will go onto my blog on Tuesday for Casing Tuesday, this Tuesday. And then with the dark, again, just a few. I mean, this is a small area, So I just did a few little highlights. And I'll try to have close-up pictures also on my blog later. So I'm done with my blends. I'm going to get those out of the way. I'm going to get my scrap paper out of the way. Okay, let's see if you guys can see this a little closer. I hope that might work a little bit better. And pretty much since, oh, I have to do my other stamping. I have to stamp the sentiment. I only had 1 cup of tea this morning, but with daylight savings time, I'm already feeling a little bit off. And of course, being in a different place, sleeping in a different place for a couple nights. Although the first night I felt like I slept like beautifully. Last night I stayed up a little bit too late watching TV. Okay, so I've got the Let's Celebrate You. This is a piece of basic white cardstock, and it is 7/8 by 3 1/4. I'm going to post all the measurements later. Just FYI, if my internet goes a little wonky here today, I might not get everything posted till later on tonight till I get home. But pretty much that's all the stamping. So let's talk about the mini Slimline. So there are different sizes you can make a mini Slimline. I decided to go 3 1/4 by 11. So my card, a normal card, would be 4 1/4 by 11. So I went 3 1/4 by 11, and then I scored in half at 5 1/2. And I did this because this size will fit in a standard Stampin' Up envelope. Okay, and I did 3 1/4 because then the designer paper that you can adhere on can be 3. So if you have a 6 by 6 paper or even 12 by 12, this designer paper ends up being 3 by 5 1/4, but I have an idea of what to tell you with some of your scraps. So let's get some adhesive out to add my beautiful gold polka dot ribbon. Like I said, I'm doing green and gold. And I have a special I'm going to run this week. I will send it out if you're on my mailing list. Wow, my glue is clogged. I'm going to have a special going for St. Patrick's Day. Give me a second to give this a poke. I'm just going to take my Take Your Pick tool and see if I can get that unclogged really quick. Whoop, now it's really unclogged. Okay, so here it comes. I'm just going to do 9 dots. Get this on here. With the sentiment, I went right across, so it's the same width, 3 1/4. So it's going to go right to the edge. I'm just going to add this on with a little bit of Seal Plus. I like the Seal Plus for my white and my vanilla cardstock. So you can kind of figure out where you want it. I wanted some of the polka dots to show at the bottom, and I'm just going to go right to the edge and commit. And then what was perfect was that the sunflower kind of fits right. I kept wanting to put it above, but it actually, the small sunflower nests perfectly under the Celebrate and the U. So I'm just going to add this on with a little bit of liquid glue. So let me get back to my special. I lost my train of thought there for a second, and I'm going to do an ordering special. It is going to run starting today. So if I don't get the email out till tonight till I get home, please bear with me. But I'm going to let it go through Saturday the 19th, so it will go past St. Patrick's Day. It's going to be You're in Luck special. And if you spend $35 with my host code, I will put the host code link below. I am going to send you a full packet of the adhesive backed hexagons. I picked this because it's got the Just Jade, so I wanted something that had green in it. It's a You're in Luck special, right? So these are really cute. They're brand new in the mini catalog. They're Black, Blushing Bride, and Just Jade. So you're going to get a pack of these. And then I'm also going to include a pack of retired 6x6 designer series paper. So it will be mixed, 24 sheets, all mixed up of different patterns. So again, that's my You're in Luck special, and it's going to run starting today, March 13th, through March 19th, 2022. And I'll post the link below. You have to spend $35 before tax and shipping. Okay, so let me tell you what I did on the inside. Let me show you first. What I did on the inside is I did a piece of white, same measurement. It was 3 by 5 1/4, and I just brought some of that designer paper inside my cards. I don't normally always decorate with a decoration or a stamp inside, but this one, because I had some of these little pieces left over as scrap, I wanted to do this. Okay, so let's just show you how that's done, and then I'll do the, just take your strip, figure out where you want to be. I just kind of sort of eyeball it, and give yourself a little white border at the bottom, and then you have a little matching piece for the inside. I'll just add this in while I'm here. Better to finish the card and go home with something already finished than a bunch of random pieces. So super cute. I just love the green and the gold. And then I took, this is the Simply Elegant trim, and I just took an 8-inch piece. I tied a little bow, and I'm going to stick this on with mini glue dots, or a mini glue dot. So again, I take my mini glue dots on the roll, and I put my bow to the glue dot on the roll. And for this, you might kind of sort of have to like pinch it a little bit to make sure there's not too much extra showing. And then I just kind of put it by the leaves, and I'm ready to trim my tails with my paper snips scissors. And that is how easy this mini slimline went together. Now, my paper was 3 by 5 1/4, but you could make it, 2 7/8 by 5 1/8, so you could add another cardstock layer. So there are so many possibilities of how you could decorate these, but I just think it's so adorable. And let me give you a look. Here's a standard Stampin' Up envelope, and it fits inside beautifully with some extra space, obviously, because it's a little bit smaller than a standard Stampin' Up card. Okay, I think that pretty much covers most of it for today. I told you this is going to be pretty short because, of course, I'm a little bit out of sorts because I'm not at home in my studio with all my stuff. Yeah, I'm going to bring the camera up at my face just to sign off. Thank you so much, cute card. Hey, good morning, Vicky. Thanks for tuning in. So just to recap, the You're in Luck special is going to run starting today through March 19th, 2022. And just to remind you about the retiring ink colors. So again, those are Cinnamon Cider, Bumblebee, Magenta Madness, Misty Moonlight. And if you don't already have the re-inker to re-ink your ink pad, and you already own the ink pad, I'm not telling you, unless you kind of like love one of the colors and you want to run out and buy the ink pad, I definitely highly suggest that you protect your investment and purchase those ASAP before they go on the retirement list. And if you get a pack of cardstock to go with your ink pad and your re-inker. So that pretty much covers it for this week. I'll be back next week, 10 a.m. on Facebook, live here. So if you're on Facebook, you can follow me, Create with Christine. I have a page and a group, so you're welcome to join my Create with Christine community group as well. And then I'm on YouTube at Create with Christine, so make sure you subscribe there and follow me for weekly crafting tutorials. Have a wonderful week, everybody. Happy St. Patrick's Day, and I'll have another card with the green and the gold and the Celebrate Sunflowers for you on Tuesday for Casing Tuesday. That will be on my Facebook page and on my blog at christinestamps.blogspot.com. Have a wonderful week.